evening and welcome to the evening news for today, Thursday, January 12, 2023. I am Jemima Holmes. Thank you for tuning in. Now let's take a look at some of the lead stories tonight. President Ali confirmed with honorary doctorate for leadership and development. Guyanese firms sign MOU with India's TERI for biomass power generation. Police involvement, other actions will be taken to ensure teachers work in safe environs, says government. 250 acres ruined as cattle feast on farmers' crops. Police say it's a private matter. And electronic case management litigation systems for local courts this year. Now for the news in detail. President Dr. Irfan Ali was today conferred with an honorary doctorate of philosophy and management studies for his hard work, dedication, and responsible approach to leadership and development. Here is our lead story tonight.
The honorary doctorate was conferred to President Dr. Irfan Ali by his alma mater Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University in Delhi, India, during a special ceremony. President Ali was lauded as a role model for the partnerships he has created, his human resource management capability, and his commitment to continuous development. In his address, President Ali thanked his lecturers who motivated him to remain committed to his pursuit of education, as well as colleagues and friends met during his tenure at the university for playing major roles in his development into the person he is today.
Today, I accept this honor on behalf of all my teachers, lecturers, and friends and students of my batch. Today they are all over the globe, but wherever they are, I want them to know that they are part of who I am today, that they are part of what I have become. To the faculty, I must be eternally grateful to you too. I honor you.
The Guyanese head of state also praised the values of the Indian education system.
It requires discipline and commitment. It is not the same system that you can operate in a way you think is best. It's a very rule-based, systematic, highly disciplined environment. But in that very highly disciplined environment, it taught us how to be better humans. The education we received was not only academic, it was life-changing. It was preparing great minds to do great things in the humblest of ways.
President Ali also announced plans for a memorandum of understanding to be signed with the university for Guyanese to benefit from their online classes. This, he said, will be done after the university completes its facility for conducting online classes. It was also announced that 10 low-income Guyanese students will benefit from scholarships to study at the university.
In decrying the grave impact of food insecurity within Latin America and the Caribbean, as he participated in the Voice of the Global South Summit in India, President Dr. Irfan Ali has called for the mobilization of a global food system to end hunger. Rossignol tells us more.
President Dr. Irfan Ali is currently in India, where he addressed leaders at the Voice of the Global South Summit. This two-day initiative commenced on Thursday, which saw attendance from Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Ali used the platform to highlight the plight of small island developing and low-lying coastal states and the mounting threats they face. The president shared that the international community's confrontation with interconnected challenges such as the COVID pandemic, climate, energy, and food crisis, and the interstate conflicts have exacerbated the vulnerabilities of small island developing and low-lying coastal states. He reiterated that fending from the grasp of climate change will require increased and faster access to concessional financing for climate change adaptation, as well as tangible efforts to achieve food security.
The climate crisis has imperiled food security in many parts of the world. It is intolerable that in a world of so much, so many have to subsist on so little. sustainable development is unachievable without food security. The South, therefore, must act collectively to guarantee its food security. It can do so by dismantling artificial and unwarranted barriers to trade in agricultural commodities, attracting greater investments in food production, and promoting the wider dissemination of agricultural technologies.
The Guyanese head of state asserted that multilateral organizations have not brought the results needed in addressing hunger, as Latin America and the Caribbean takes the title for the most food insecure region in the world. As a result, calls were made for the global food system to be introduced, which India can lead with its resources.
I also propose a global food system that will incorporate a tax and financial system that would go directly to ending hunger. With India's strength in technology, research and development, agro-processing, human and technical capacity, I strongly suggest that India must put together a team of experts to help in the production of food in low-lying and small island developing states.
Small island developing and low-lying coastal states, he added, would like matters of energy security, climate security, social justice, human dignity, and food security addressed. Rupa Sinarayan, The Evening News.
Two Guyanese companies have established a strategic partnership agreement with the Energy and Resources Institute, TERI, India, for the implementation of a biomass power generation project. Find out more in this report.
Durable Wood Products Inc. and EMC Energy Inc., two Guyanese companies, signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Energy and Resources Institute, TERI, of India in the presence of President Dr. Irfan Ali in New Delhi. The collaboration will see the implementation of a 1.5 megawatt wood waste-based power generation through the gasification route for energy consumption in durable wood products production operations and excess power to the national grid. Rafiq Khan, chairman of Durable Woods, said his company welcomes the opportunity to apply alternative energy in the wood sector and technologies that can help to utilize excess biomass while reducing the cost of energy down and improving competitiveness. Sham Nokta, managing director of EMC Energy Inc., said this initiative offers another opportunity to utilize cutting-edge technologies and expertise in a way that would realize economic and environmental benefits while at the same time supporting the objectives of Guyana's Low-Carbon Development Strategy 2030. In support of Guyana's LCDS, TERI, through MOUs with both the government and private sector firms, has been working to reduce energy costs and implement innovative, efficient emission reduction practices. TERI supported the first gasifier power project on the Essequibo coast in 2014. Rice husk was used as fuel, and the gases emitted from the gasifier were cleaned for solid particles, tar or carbon, and water or moisture, and directed into the combustion chambers of a 250 kilowatt power generating set, replacing 70% of the diesel required to run the generating set. As an international institute based in India and working globally, TERI has spent the last 4 to 5 years working on energy, environment, and sustainable development issues.
Guyana's Vice President Dr. Bara Jagdeo is slated to travel to India next month to continue talks with government officials on cooperation in the oil and gas industry. This was revealed in a statement following a meeting between President Dr. Irfan Ali and India's Minister of Petroleum, Natural Gas, and Housing and Urban Affairs, Hardeep Singh Puri. During the meeting, the two leaders had discussions on increasing cooperation across the entire oil and gas ecosystem. The leaders agreed on direct government-to-government cooperation across the entire spectrum of the oil and gas sector, including increased long-term offtake participation in exploration and production activities in Guyana, technical cooperation in the midstream and downstream sectors, and capacity building. It was also agreed that 2 technical teams will be established to take forward these discussions. The contours of future cooperation would be finalized during Jagdio's visit in February. Meanwhile, 4 local companies have partnered with Kuwaiti companies vying to redesign the Bellfield to Rossignol Road. Bids for a consultant to redesign the existing road network from Bellfield on the east coast of Demerara to Rossignol on the west coast of Berbice were opened at the National Procurement and Tender Administration Board last week. It was revealed that NK Enterprise Incorporated, a local company, had partnered with Kuwaiti company Abdul Consultancy Engineering Incorporated to bid for the project. Also bidding is local company SRK Engineering in association with another Kuwaiti company, Abul Jabain Engineering Consulting Office. Meanwhile, local company ENA Consultants Incorporated has partnered with Al Obeid Engineering Consultants, and CB and Associates are in a joint venture with Al Habashi Engineering Consultants in association with Beston Consulting. The Bellfield to Rossignol Road widening, which will encompass more than 25 villages, was intended to be a continuation of the US $43 million East Coast Road Widening and Expansion project, which was commissioned in 2020 after years of work and changed contractors. The project was supposed to have 2 components, a 4-lane expansion from Better Hope to Annandale and an upgrade to the existing 2-lane road from Annandale to Bellfield. Coming up, police involvement, other actions will be taken to ensure teachers work in safe environs, says government, and Jagdio meets with Tushau's council to discuss budget 2023, other concerns. Do stay with us, more news ahead.
This Christmas, give the gift of life by protecting your loved ones against vaccine-preventable diseases. The Ministry of Health's nightly vaccination campaign continues throughout December at the Ministry of Health tarmac up to 7 p.m. Mondays to Saturdays. Administration of the HPV vaccine for children begins from 9 years old, so come out adults and bring your children to get vaccinated against HPV. But that's not all. Since it's a season of giving, we are gifting back to school supplies to children receiving HPV and COVID-19 vaccines throughout December. Adults, gifts for you too when you are vaccinated at the Ministry of Health, Brickdam, on December 25th, 26th, and 31st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, contact us at 226-8171 or 226-3103. Vaccinate what you create. A message from the Ministry of Health and UNICEF.
Play and win with Superbet. Visit an agent near you to play all your favorite games. Superbet, your best bet. Must be 18 years and older. Terms and conditions apply. Play responsibly.
Optic offers great patient care that is tailored for my entire family.
At Optic, a wide selection of affordable optical frames and optical services are available to fit your budget.
At Optic, my family is provided with comprehensive eye examination and access to the ophthalmology services, all under one roof.
Optic takes pride in delivering exceptional customer service and a unique experience to you, our customers.
Optic Vision Care is a company that is Guyanese born and grown that will help you take care of your precious eyes.
Welcome back. You're watching the Evening News. In light of 2 recent cases of primary school teachers being assaulted by parents, the Guyana Teachers Union has issued a call for stricter measures to be implemented to ensure educators are protected. The Education Ministry has already professed that it will take all actions to ensure teachers work in safe environments, which include getting the police involved. Here are the details.
The Ministry of Education on Wednesday issued a statement strongly condemning the physical assault by a parent of Sean Marshall, a graduate teacher attached to the Graham's Hall Primary School. According to the ministry, the assault is a reprehensible and ghastly act which will not be accepted and condoned. The Education Ministry, which is headed by Priya Manik-Chan, said schools are considered as a safe space and any act of violence is deemed totally unacceptable. The statement further reads, quote, "When parents or guardians are engaged in violent acts against teachers, it goes against established values, norms, and expectations. We cannot beat teachers and then ask them to teach our children peaceful conflict resolution." End quote. In this regard, the ministry said it will take all appropriate actions to ensure that all teachers continue to work in a safe and secured environment. The ministry said such actions include prohibiting violent parents or guardians from having access to the school premises, transferring any learner out of a school whose parents commit acts of violence on teachers or any other sanction deemed necessary, while encouraging the police or any other institution or authority to take whatever action the law prescribes. The ministry said parents or guardians are reminded that in any instance where an incident occurs with a teacher, the matter must be brought to the attention of the head teacher or teacher in charge of the school or institution. However, one day after this statement was issued, yet another teacher at the St. Angela's Primary School was also physically assaulted by a parent. In fact, a video of the assault has been circulating on social media showing the teacher and the parent embroiled in a fight. Details on what exactly transpired up to news time were not immediately forthcoming. Though repeated calls were made by the Evening News, the head of the Guyana Teachers Union, Mark Light, he did not answer. Light, however, has told other sections of the media that stricter measures are needed to protect teachers.
A rice farmer is seeking the intervention of any authority that is willing to help him to save at least half of his rice crop after all efforts have failed to stop cattle from feasting on his crop. Andrew Carmichael reports that for the past 2 months, cattle have been invading the farmer's rice field on a daily basis, and some 250 acres of his rice crop have already been eaten.
Ryan Soklal of the Hoop Branch Road, Mahaica, Region 5, who cultivates 600 acres of rice on the west bank of the Abari River, that is to say on the Demerara side, says some 250 acres have already been destroyed by cattle. According to him, there are about 160 heads of cattle which he finds in his rice fields every morning. For the past 2 months, cattle have been flocking his rice field on a daily basis. He has employed several persons to chase them out and ensure that the animals stay out, but at night they return.
This continues, cows all the time, cows all the time. When I meet the 8th of December, I contact the minister. The minister tell me, okay, get the brand number, I will look at it right away. 3 days after, I get no relief. We call back the minister. He tell me to go to Mr. Ramjet at MME.
There he was told that the owner has already been contacted and he was advised to get someone to assess the damages. Soklal said he went to the Maikoni police station and took the number of the 10 different brands of some of the animals seeking to find the owner.
Then got me from today, tomorrow. And we trying all my best, I run wire, the cow them by asleep only, and the night time they come them rip out everything. I mean, please asking someone higher in the authority to look at it and give resource assistance.
According to the rice farmer, some of the workers have been threatened. He says he reported it to the police.
All of them will tell you is a private matter and you got to take these people to court. And we can't take them cows to pound. These cows are very, very far away from pound and then very wild. And then man is threatening me work man into me.
Those threats have been reported to the Maikoni police station. One of the workers threatened the 63-year-old Raymond Ramdit. He says two men, one of whose name he provided, went into the right field and tried to stop him from chasing the cattle out.
Our next dog, man, they come and stop me while I drive what they call them from the rice. And they might threaten me. If I drive holy cow, they might threaten me, so they will kill me here. Now the other day, me and this bike drive, but they go carry them out there, rain the fall here, behind in the house over there. Mr. Gulan come and open the gate and drive him back out. You need to see I hide on the rain there. When I haul up and I could have dropped dead there.
Suklal estimates his losses to date in excess of $8 million. He said he has even suggested to the police that they can arrest the persons who made the threats, and those persons might be able to provide information as to the ownership of the animals. However, those suggestions have not been acted upon by the law enforcement officers. For the Evening News, Andrew Carmichael.
As the judiciary looks to enhance access to justice across Guyana, innovation and technology will play a major role in these efforts to modernize the local courts. In this Vanu Manikchand report, you will hear that initiatives such as the electronic case management system for the magistrates' courts and an electronic litigation system for the high and appeal courts are scheduled to be rolled out this year. Here is more.
Speaking at the launch of the 2023 law year recently, Acting Chancellor of the Judiciary Justice Unit Cummins Edwards disclosed that the local judiciary has benefited tremendously from international conferences and training which have informed the path forward in advancing technology and modernization of the local court systems. One such initiative is the pilot electronic case management system that is slated to go live by the end of the first quarter of this year in the magistrates' courts.
Our case management system, which is ongoing and which is being facilitated again by the U.S. Embassy, and that soon will be rolled out in the magistrates' court, and that will lead to efficiency in case management and the disposition of cases in the magistrates' court. And for that, feasibility studies were done. A consultant from the U.S., Ms. Susan Danuski, was sent to Guyana to work with us and to go through all our various magistrates' courts and our registry to determine the need and do a needs assessment in that regard.
The Diamond Magistrate Court will house the hub for the technological framework for this case management system. Meanwhile, Chief Justice Roxanne George further disclosed that the judiciary has been working on developing an e-litigation system.
We have also been working assiduously with our consultant, Crimson Logic out of Singapore, on the development of an e-litigation system for the Court of Appeal and High Court. The development of the system is almost completed for the Court of Appeal and should go live by the end of this quarter, with a public launch that will be announced thereafter. The consultants are here to commence work on the High Court system from today, January 10th. This system should be ready to go live by the last quarter of this year.
The Guyana judiciary is part of a worldwide shift to implement the use of technology in courts and has participated in a host of international court technology conferences over the past 2 years. Reporting for the Evening News, Vanu Manikchand.
With the National Tushaus Council recognized as the primary interlocutor between the government and the 200-plus Amerindian communities in Guyana, meetings on issues of concern continued on Wednesday. Vice President Dr. Barajagdio engaged the elected council to advance discussion on the rollout of the Low Carbon Development Strategy LCDS 2030, financing to Amerindian communities, and on Budget 2023. He was joined by Finance Minister Dr. Ashni Singh, Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa, and Senior Director for Climate and RED Plus at the Ministry of Natural Resources, Pradeepa Balnath, among other technical personnel. Budget 2023 is slated to be presented on Monday. Already, the government has engaged a wide cross-section of stakeholders for input into the upcoming budget. And now for a look at the bridge reports.
There will be no retraction of the Demerara Harbor Bridge on Friday, January 13th, 2023. Meanwhile, the Berbice River Bridge is scheduled to be closed on Friday, January 13th, 2023 at 8 hours for a period of 1.5 hours.
IMLAC eager to build on starts in upcoming Regional 4-Day, and Quartz makes good on promise to victorious Pee Wee team. Details of these stories in the Sportcast, sponsored by MacCorp, coming up on the other side of the break.
This Christmas, give the gift of life by protecting your loved ones against vaccine-preventable diseases. The Ministry of Health's nightly vaccination campaign continues throughout December at the Ministry of Health tarmac up to 7 p.m., Mondays to Saturdays. Administration of the HPV vaccine for children begins from 9 years old. So come out, adults, and bring your children to get vaccinated against HPV. But that's not all. Since it's a season of giving, we are gifting back to school supplies to children receiving HPV and COVID-19 vaccines throughout December. Adults, gifts for you too when you are vaccinated at the Ministry of Health, Brickdam, on December 25th, 26th, and 31st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, contact us at 226-8171 or 226-3103. Vaccinate what you create. A message from the Ministry of Health and UNICEF.
Heavy-duty equipment owners and mechanics transfer and dispense grease easily, quickly and precisely from 110 to 132 pound drums with a roughneck air-operated mobile grease pump kit from Sylvies. This durable product saves maintenance time, is designed to be portable, and keeps impurities out of your grease drum. Shop now at sylviesonline.com or visit our 31 High and Hatfield Street store. We also deliver. Call or WhatsApp 623-7755 for more info.
This Christmas, guess what? You're guaranteed to save big right at National Hardware Limited. Shopping for Christmas trees? We've got all sizes, from the traditional to the ones with a modern twist. Garlands, wreaths, lights, and Christmas inflatables are what you need to bring that Christmas cheer. Out with the old and in with the new. We've got curtains, carpets, and so much more to spruce up your home for the holidays. Save time too, and get presents for both boys and girls, whether big or small. National Hardware has you covered in more ways than one this holiday season. Check out our superstore at 13 to 14 Industrial Site, Rumvelt. Telephone number 231-1091-95. Or downtown at 17 to 19A Water Street. Telephone number 227-1961.